We found a ghost snake. Look at that. It's a freaking tarsier. Holy crap, guys, we got a snake. A truly massive female subannulatus like this is a really, really nice sight. Of all the times I've had to wake up early for flights, 3:30 a.m. has got to be the most egregious so far this year, but I think it's going to be 100% worth it. So let's go through the travel sequence and I'll catch you very soon for the lowdown. I just touched down in Singapore, so flight number 1 is done and a major link up is coming soon. Woo! Major link up. Major link up. Approaching leg number 2. And here we are, we're in Indonesia and we are on our way to our location. You know, I can never update during these travel sequences because it's just a rush, one place to the next. Got a Piscine brewing, you know, a bunch of things hindering me. But once we get there, I'll finally update you on what's going on, so stay tuned. Holy shit, guys, we have arrived in Sulawesi and today marks the start of an insane month of herping and videos we've got coming. We're starting with 2 trips in Indonesia. The first here on Sulawesi, where I'm not going to beat around the bush. We are looking for the island's famous endemic pit viper, Chopodelamus laticinctus, the broad-banded temple viper, and we're hoping for a big one. We've got a few nights here up in the Highlands, and we're going to be giving it our all. And when I say we, I mean me and Alex. Alex, introduce yourself. What? What the hell is going on in the background, man? All right, let's put this guy to the side for a minute. Anyway, we're going to go grab some traditional local food to start off the trip, and then we're going to come back here, grab our gear, and start herping. It's going to be insane, guys. I don't know what's going to show up. This is my first time ever herping here in Indonesia, especially on the YouTube channel. So let's get cracking. I just arrived at the local traditional food joint. What are you getting, Alex?
I have a Piscine brewing.
Here's the first look at Tomohon town. I'll expand a bit on what I said earlier. I have actually been to Indonesia before. I've been to Bali, which, you know, a lot of people don't count as being Indonesia, but this time we're on an island, a faunal region I've never stepped foot in before. And I like it so far. The air is cool. We're up here at like 800 meters above sea level, and the forest is surrounding us. I'll give you guys some views of the volcanoes and stuff very soon. For now, you can only see a bit of it peeking behind the hills there. Here we go. It's shrouded mostly in cloud, but we're going to be herping over there at some point. Some big clouds coming in, but I'm not sure if there's going to be any rain tonight. We're going to get out herping very, very soon now. All right, we are out herping. We're starting our night by just actually heading off on foot from our hotel and checking out the little like areas. We're starting late afternoon, going to be shining in dark places and basically just scouting habitat and herping simultaneously, hoping for some luck. Well, we've been herping for about an hour, and there you have it. The obligatory Batan's prass. Let's get this one down so we don't have to look at another for the rest of the trip. But it's the first snake. All right, here it is in Alex's hand. We got it down, and it's biting. Here we go already. It's begun. You don't usually generally associate Batan's prass with biting at night, but this is the first ever Celebes one we've seen. You can see with the patterning on the neck, it's slightly different to the generic prass we see on the mainland, and also its temperament. Even though I got it down very gently with a stick, very, very defensive here. Let's just take a little bit of a focus a bit more on the patterning on the between the scales of this one. I didn't realize how different it would be here. Kind of reminds me of the Sulu vine snake, if you guys remember that one. But there's some traffic coming now, so we're going to put this Batan's prass back and keep up with our search because the night's still young and we're still searching. Let's go. Alex has been envenomated. There we go. There's another Celebes Batan's prass. This one will go undisturbed for now. Another humble Batan's prass here. This one going through ontogenetic color change from, I guess, brown to green, starting from the head. Amazing. What the hell? Look at that. It's a freaking tarsier. I didn't even know we were going to get one here, let alone like out in the open like this. Usually they're hidden in their kind of myriad of roots, but this one's just out around some buildings in some crappy secondary growth. Oh my God.
No, it's not.
It just carries rabies. We tried to edge closer and I just discovered that these guys hop through the trees with extreme precision and speed. So it's gone, but hey, that is a crazy unexpected mammal encounter on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
I think T. sabahi is a bit underrated.
Aside from that tarsier, we only got prass at the first spot, so we've driven a couple minutes up the road. Gonna try another little area here, run our luck up, because we're gonna have an early night tonight because both of us barely got a wink of sleep. But we're out here, we're grinding. Let's see if we can get something else tonight. It's just beginning to drizzle. Not enough to really affect activity at all, but enough to be a little bit annoying. So I just picked up this little gliding lizard while walking around. I lost its wing now, but you saw it for a second. I'm trying to be gentle because it's gravid. It was almost white when I first found it. I'll cut in a little video I filmed a second ago before it tried to dart away, but it's darkened up a lot now. Up here at almost 1,000 meters above sea level. Nice to see another reptile, another lizard species. There's a lot of Bronchosela, the green crested lizards around. I haven't filmed any though, just because none of them have been close enough, but here's a lizard and a reptile we can get our hands on again tonight, and we're gonna keep searching. Well, we got skunked. A couple tarsiers and a Batan's prass, or 6, was all we rustled up within a kind of like short distance of our accommodation. But tomorrow's a new day. We're gonna have more sleep, more energy, more time, and we're gonna check out some new areas. Hopefully, we can have a better day than today. This was just a little warm up, a little, you know, something. I'll see you soon.
VIPER Varanus Komodo exists.
Minus 10,000 aura. No, don't turn around. Holy crap, guys. We just got a Tropodolamus and it's the wrong species. That's a green bean right there. That is the Sulawesi clade of a, wow, it's so overexposed. Oh, that's too underexposed. There we go. That should be about right. That's the Sulawesi form of Tropodolamus subannulatus right there, for goddamn sure. But it is a snake, our first proper snake of the trip, excluding the Batan's prass, which is not a proper snake, but this is. So let's go take a look. Well, there you have it, guys. We've subbed up. We were joking constantly about how we're going to end up with a sub, even though the thing with Tropodolamus subannulatus is that they're not even that common around this area. Up at these upper elevations, we're about 800 meters here, but they glow in the torchlight walking here, even in the late afternoon, well, mid-afternoon, like we are right now. This is a male right here, quite a chubbier, fat male at that, but you can tell it's a male because it's got the spots on the dorsum. And this clade here on Sulawesi, definitely visually distinctive from the Bornean one, and I guess it's more similar to the Philippine one than any others, but definitely not the same, generally different shades, and even males, females, they all tend to remain very, very green throughout their life. And judging this as a male, I'd say there's a very, very decent size, fully grown adult male, almost, this one, which is quite insane when you come to think about it, considering how big the females can get. But this one, definitely a large size adult male, which I'm going to leave in situ here because, you know, it's nice to get snakes in hand. I do enjoy handling some snakes, but vipers, you know, you can't really enjoy handling them. You just have them on a hook. And this one's a perfect angle looking at it right here. So absolutely no reason to disturb this snake. Let's enjoy its presence, enjoy this glowing, literal, vibrant yellowish green bean here in the forest. And I'm gonna leave it there, but take a look at that tail as well. Bit more distinctive banding on the tail. I'll definitely grab a couple photos of it. Nice. After that sub, I pushed up this slope a bit. And look what we got in here. Active, on the go. Not a common way that you see these on my channel, that's for sure. Is quite a large prass, quite a large Batan's prass there. Look at him. He spotted me from a while, from quite far away. You can see him periscoping me when I first started filming. Now he's considering getting the hell out of here, but cool jungle scene right here. Nice jungle scene. Look at that. Actually, just a few meters away from the last one, I just spotted another prass. You can see it there, kind of sheltering from the rain on this outstretched vine here. Pretty cool in situ, that. Very, very slender and elongated, looking just like a vine. The difference is that these have a freaking bright green coloration, which makes them stand out a lot in my torchlight. Just filming a jungle, nothing else to see here. Or is there? This is the kind of searching we're doing. Just walking kind of dark sections of the forest, looking for glimmers of light in the undergrowth. At this time of day, it's very easy to see into the low vegetation, but it's still definitely easier to see stuff in the actual like canopy areas at night. But still definitely gives us a good chance of turning some snakes up, walking around, dedicating a good amount of effort like this in the daytime. Yep, the clownery has officially begun, my friends. Check it out. Here's a, I'm inclined to say that this one is, you know what, I'm a little bit stumped on this one, but it's a sub, that's for sure. I'm struggling to figure out if this is a male. I think this is a female, but those of the bands are separated. Maybe this one's intersex, I don't know. I'm kind of confused by these Sulawesi subs, but yeah, this one's in a very strange position. I don't know if you saw, right at the base of this tree, ambushing against it. Actually just saw it from a very, very long way away, and just a tiny part of its body. But there's one thing I know how to spot, it's green beans. And this right here is a green bean, again in the daytime, although we're in the very, very dark understory here, so it looks like night to you guys. And this one's, again, a fucking nice ambush position. I really like that, looks really cool. Wish I had my camera on me right now, but I have my phone, so I'm gonna take some pictures with that. But sub number 2, clownery. It's a good thing we got in the car when we did, because it started raining even heavier now. But it was nice to see some Tropidolaemus at least out and about, some snakes that weren't prass. We found a better area of habitat today, and I'm looking forward to exploring it further. Fingers crossed, guys. First herp of the night is some kind of toad here. Not one I've seen before. Definitely slender, unique, interesting. Here's the lowest down Bronchosella we've seen so far. Nice adult as well. Adult female, so not a huge crest. But here's a reptile we've been seeing a lot of, but never within like easy filming distance. Our first snake is up there, and I think that should be a huge adult female sub, like absolutely massive, which is obviously not our target. It's a bit of a troll, but I am happy to see it. Yeah, definitely. I can see its huge head up there moving around. Let's go take a closer look. All right, this has got to be one of the first times a snake has lost like 50% of its mass in the time it took me to climb to find it. But when I got up there and I was looking at it, I was like, this is not the same snake. Like, why is this half the size of what I was seeing? But it must have been some kind of optical illusion, the way it was in there in the bushes, because, I mean, this is obviously bigger than the 2 we saw earlier, but it's another male, definitely not a big adult female. So this one will be getting put promptly back. But at least we started off tonight early with a viper and to one of these green beans, and this one's acting very defensive. It looks like it's about to have a go at me. Alex, stop moving it slowly closer. Let me try and get some focused video. Hold on. There we go. All right, let's put this one back. Take a look at that tail first. This one has a full tail, but spots aren't as distinctive as some of the other ones we saw earlier today. Right when we put this viper back, I spotted a first Certodactylus here on the tree there. You can just see it going around the edge. Not sure of the species, but gonna leave it be anyway. And there's our viper trying to climb away. Another soggy prass here, but no other snakes so far. We're still grinding. The snake drought has been powerful at the new spot we've gone to, but a vine snake has ended that drought. Amazing. This is me right now. I'm turned upside down. All right, so we were just on the pure suck meta tonight. And we decided we were gonna try something else and go higher in elevation. And well, there's another sub. I was told before that the higher you go in elevation, the less sub there are, and the more Laticinctus take over. But that is an actual huge adult female sub right there with a nice blue coloration. So I'm objectively going to say this is a good snake and something we wanted to see, albeit not our target. I'm going to get it down, then we can enjoy it more. We found a ghost snake in the mountains of Celebes. I think this snake might be in shed, guys. Hence the blue coloration. Either that, or this is like a morph whereby like all color is washed out. But no, I think this snake is like moments away from entering like shed, and she likes to bite, that's for sure. She was very nippy, and you can see just a brief touch there, and she's into defensive posture. We found a ghost. Average Rupert's Reptiles title right there. Let's come back here, girl. Come back. Well, here's an adult female of the Celebes or Sulawesi, what are these called? Keeled pit viper? Sulawesi temple viper. Oh, she jumps. Let me go in front of you here. I bet it's going to be on the biting meta if I put my boot there. Oh, no, it bit the hook when I put it in front of its head originally, but now we've got a better look. It's a big Tropodolamus, but this honestly sucks, and I'm developing a killer headache somehow. So let me move you. Whoa. There we go. Some mouth open action right there. Hello. You tap its tail, Alex. No, not like that. Yeah, like that. See some action. Well, girl, you obviously really want to get these skin shed. Either that or you're not in shed at all. But this one, I would say 99.9% sure it is. And I'm going to take a phone pic before we let her go. All right, ghost snake was our last one of the night. I haven't said this whole video, but major truncation alert. Whoop! We spent the rainy morning eating some more local food, and it seems to be clearing up a bit now, but what is that noise? All right, so the rain's eased off a little bit. Like you can see, the sky isn't as dark as it was before. And so we're gonna get out. It's a little after 2 p.m. and we're gearing up for a potential 10-hour herping session today. More of the same. We're going to check out the area from the first night, but go further in, kind of scope out some more areas. Hope that the rain maybe got something out, got something moving. I don't know. We are giving it our all here. We've got 2 nights remaining. We've done 2 so far, and we're going to make something happen today. It could be our target. It could be a undersized Tropodolamus subannulatus, but let's see. Oh man, we are just grinding out here, like zigzagging up these valleys, checking every dark section of forest, just running it up to the absolute maximum. Haven't seen a single snake, just a couple skinks so far today, but we've only just got out. We've been out for like, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes now, looking at another 2 hours at least in the daytime. So, oh, this is hard work though. All right, just after I filmed that little update clip there, spotted our first sub of the day and sub number 5 of our time here. Bloody hell. Yeah, here's our 4th male, 3 found during the daytime yesterday and today. And I don't know, man, I'm starting to think, obviously I'm spotting these bright green ones through here, and like Laticinctus harder to see somehow. I can't spot them. Or is like these guys just taken over? Are they just more dominant here now? It seems like these have really taken over. Either way, gonna leave it in situ, but here's another sub. We're low on reptiles, so I figured I'd show this amazing Draco that I shook down from up on like a very thin tree. I've never seen one with such bright red wings, and it's got a blue interior of the mouth, a bright yellow dewlap, and a green, like under the chin is green. I mean, this is a really, really remarkable Draco lizard. I'd be inclined to say this is a different species to the one that I saw up at the mountain the other day as well. Very, very cool encounter here. Incredibly nice gliding lizard. Oh, the grind has been real, and it has not paid off. You can see how sweaty like my phone is, how damp it is. I'm soaked, not just from sweat, but from like hiking through the wet vegetation, getting absolutely soaked. But the sky is looking nice tonight. I don't think there's going to be any more rain for the rest of today. And we're going to head up that way tonight on that hill you see on the other side and do a bit more searching there, because we have combed every dark place, every suitable tree in this area. And this area we've been walking today has so many records from like friends of mine. Check the exact pins for those, all these great spots, every suitable tree, low down, everything, nothing. It's really kicking our ass, this snake, but we still got 2 more nights and 1 full day. So I'm far from giving up, just got to grind. All right, back in the car, going to get some food. Once we've eaten some more traditional local food, I'm gonna catch up with you.
Food!
Oh my God. Crispy fried dog, crispy skin dog. And the pacey ass. Like, we're here in this restaurant and we look so truncated. Just covered in crap from the jungle. Off the rip on night number 3. the obligatory Batan's Prass has showed up. This will be the last one I vlog for tonight, okay guys? Still no snakes except Prass tonight, and the heavens have just opened, which isn't good. I'm gonna throw my rain jacket on, and because it's raining, I probably won't do too many updates for a while, but yeah, out here grinding. The truncations. It's almost midnight now. Haven't seen anything but Prass. Holy crap, guys, we got a snake. We got a snake, which isn't a Batan's Prass. It isn't a subannulatus. And it is a lifer. That is me and Alex's. Is this your first one ever?
No, it's not.
Oh. This is my lifer Boiga irregularis, which we were beginning to think wasn't even here because of how much hiking we've done without seeing one. But here, almost 1 a.m. in the morning, just when we were wrapping up, walking along a road just to rest our feet, we've got one here and we're going to bring it out.
Peculiar.
All right, so I've got it in Alex's hand because the good thing about having a couple people here is that you can it's going to bite itself, is it? Okay. But here we have it, my introduction to Australian snakes, the brown tree snake. Yep, Boiga irregularis. This cat snake is an Australasian species which creeps into Southeast Asia here in Sulawesi and a few other of the more eastern islands in Indonesia. And it was something that I wouldn't necessarily say we were hoping to see this trip, but it's more something we were expecting to see and were going to be welcome, at least for me, apparently. I mean, Alex is on the student visa exploitation meta in Australia, so he's seen these before. But me, on the other hand, this is my first irregularis. Can you try and get its head a bit more like compact? It's so hard to focus if it's... this looks like a biter, this snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a biter. I somehow knew that irregularis was going to be a biting Boiga. Like, there was no way it was going to be like Cynodon. It just has that look. But yeah, it's a kind of a cool pattern snake, and I've only got 4% battery right now, but because of the fact this is our first like proper snake we've seen, like first new snake for the channel of this trip, I'm gonna film like more than a minute, at least a minute and a half. But yeah, ooh, that's a nice little thing to make a night not a complete skunk fest, because before now, bro, like before now we were on the Prass only meta. Life of Varanus Komodoensis. Boiga irregularis, kind of underrated.
All I have is this bag of that I really should.
All right, we managed to get it into a much more like decent pose in Alex's hand here. So now we'll give you like a proper look of it, not like moving around the whole time. It's not the best lighting because my torch is dying now because we've been, at it. This is my second lot of batteries I've gone through today. That's 4 21-700s, which shows you just how many hours we spent grinding in the field. And what we got from it is this nice little Boiga to show. And look at it go there. Boigas are a very popular genus, cruising around the bushes, eating birds. Always nice to see, and I mean that this time, not cope. We joined a pizza cooking class. All right, it's almost 4 p.m. now, and the rain's finally eased off to the point that we feel like it's worth going out. Man, we are wrecked, but this is it. Final daytime hike of our time here. Daytime hikes have been as productive as nighttime walks in terms of diversity for us. So that's why we're staying committed to it, not just focusing on nighttime. Honestly, we're just trying to maximize our time, maximize the absolute maximum amount of time we can spend in the field. But yeah, here's a little look at the scenery, where we're headed off. Let's see if something shows up. Just down in this valley near the stream here, and check out what I got. Now guys, I know it's not our main target, but it's still a sight for sore eyes in this current state of affairs. The only one we'd seen of these before was the ghost snake deep in shed variant. And now we actually get to see one which is not only way bigger than that one, but also like a true adult female in its prime with perfect coloration. This doesn't make up for not seeing our target yet, but it is a very, very welcome observation. The adult female sub is just over there, and I just spotted him almost immediately after an huge adult male, by far the biggest one we've seen so far. Like, I thought the other ones were decent sized adult males, but this one's absolutely huge for a male. So a male and a female, probably once a breeding pair who have gone their separate ways now in the exact same spot. That's sub number 7. But the reason I cut that last video so short is because I'm getting destroyed by huge mosquitoes here. They're horrible. They're biting me on my face, my lips, everywhere while I was trying to film that last video. So I'm going to quickly move on. Maybe I'll show you a bit more of the female sub once I've had a respite. Next snake of the walk is this Attribution Prasina. Just chilling in the bushes here. Hello, hello. Oh, whoa, whoa. Funny. Gonna leave it there. I messed up it enough, but just thought I'd entertain myself for a moment, giving this guy a couple prods. Very elegant, graceful arboreal snake, which is very common in this area. Very, very common. Okay, so the mosquitoes at dusk made it impossible to film or do anything. So we came back to take a look at this girl after dark, and you should be able to see it. Oh, what a weird frog noise. You should be able to see around me that there's like no mosquitoes, which means we can take a look at this girl. And I got Alex here now, so we can actually do some filming, and I can step in front of the camera for the first time in what has been a, you know what? Because the boomers got so mad at me saying truncated, I'm going to throw a new word at you. I'm going to say it's been a cadaverous trip. If you like strange words, or if you don't like strange words that are used in strange contexts, which they may or may not make sense, well, prepare to get used to cadaverous and cadavered, because that is me after the last few days. Like, I am skeletal, I am beaten up, I am just destroyed. And honestly, this huge female subannulatus is like really, really, really nice to see after the beating that I've taken the last 4 days. Like, we've been out here absolutely grinding. Like, my freaking the blisters and like chafing I have round my boot line here from the hiking, like the bruises, the muscles in my legs ache so much. We've just been going zigzagging up and down these steep slopes, and it's so saturated the ground due to the rain. It's pretty much been non-stop since we've been here, that you just slip constantly. Like, you're just constantly slipping. It's so hard to get a grip. So a truly massive female subannulatus like this is a really, really nice sight. And she's looking at me now. This is the Sulawesi clade, which like I said, is most similar to the Philippines one, but it's quite distinct in its own way. And I was actually really hoping to see this here because it adds another sort of member of the subannulatus complex that I needed to see. And I'm probably going to be back because it doesn't look like we're going to find Laticinctus, but we do have a few more hours of searching tonight, and we're going to get right back at it. So I'll catch up with you if we find anything else. We had like a little break at the room, got some food, because we walked from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and now we're back out again at 9. Oh, look, a huge rat. And feels like we're looking for an extinct snake. The last Laticinctus. Has it been eaten by those dogs you can hear barking? Was it poached out? Where could they be? Damn, I've been endlessly marauding tonight. Like, I'm just on some steep slope somewhere, trying to go where poachers haven't walked before, or we haven't walked before, which is really difficult at this point because we feel like we've covered so much of the ground in this area. Just trying to take in as much habitat as possible, because they're not hard to spot. I know that if that one is visible, I will see it. If my eyes go over it, I will see it. So that's what I'm waiting for, just winding down to the final hour of searching here. Last, a better view of a tarsier. Look at him go. I've actually seen quite a few since the original one. This is the first one that I've actually got relatively close to. He's going to jump to the other tree, watch. Little bouncy boy. Check out his movements. He's a smooth criminal when it comes to jumping. Look at that. Hope I caught that on film. Look at him go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at him go. They're so speedy through the forest. Incredibly impressive. That's a nice little feature in this extremely depressing night. We encounter a lot of ethnic bosses with guns in the forest here. This guy's trying to speak to Alex in Bahasa. Alex has got like extreme social anxiety and awkwardness, so this will be funny. They think he's Indonesian because he's Asian, so they always start speaking to him in that language. He's coming our way. I am telling you guys, snakes are not easy to come by here. And after being skunked for the last 2 days, Alex pulled this out of the bag. Oh, he tried to nip me. Ugh. Ugh. Do you smell that?
Yeah.
Oh, that is putrid. Anyway, putridity aside, I just made up a word. Rancidity. Oh, we got a snake. We got a lifer snake. We got a natracine. It was just swimming in the water. And this horrific beast is Rhabdophis chrysargoides. Not Rhabdophis chrysargos, a species I've featured on the channel many times. Rhabdophis chrysargoides, or chrysoigides. But yeah, you can see its venter here. It's got the kind of salmon orange venter and a very, very brownish dorsum. It's very keeled scales as well. Somewhat like Rhabdophis flaviceps actually, with those ultra keeled dorsal scales it has. Quite Nerodia-esque in that way. So the Americans watching the channel will be loving this. They'll be like, oh my God, it looks like a riffragat. Oi! I didn't quite get the joke across because it bit me. So the people who are trolling are going to be happy with that. But hey man, we got a snake and my phone's at literally like 2% battery at night again. We got another species. What the cockerish man's balls?
I have it.
Well, guys, we've been skunked. Gentlemen, I regret to inform you that I am skunked. It is unless we magically find one on the way back to the car, which I highly doubt because it's only parked around the corner. That's a wrap for today. We really, really did give it our best though. Like we actually gave it our best shot. But do not fear, guys. This video did have a lot of lols, some interesting finds, some new snakes for the channel, some nice big adult female Chopodelamus, and soon, basically, and tomorrow, we're going to Singapore. So we're going to have the first ever herping in Singapore video. And after that, I'm going to have a lot of cool stuff planned as well for the month. So, yeah.
We found the ghost snake!
We found a giant...